And at this point, I'm just farming for Silverwind stat ups because that's going to be a very big contributor to how I win. This dude just doesn't want to stay asleep. What does a giant fat seal have, like, the wake up ability? Or whatever it's called, the thing that makes you wake up faster? Oh, there we go.
Oblivious.
I don't think it's that, but Oblivious is a really funny ability.
That's what Celio's hidden ability is.
Hidden abilities weren't introduced till Gen 5.
Okay, then it just has thick fat.
I think that just makes it resistant to ice and fire attacks, which I don't have, so doesn't really matter. Alright, Kingdra has a Lumberry.
I like the ability Rattled.
What does that do?
The description from Gen 5 is some move types scare it and boost its speed.
I've never heard of that.
Specifically, when a Pokemon with this ability is hit by a bug, dark, or ghost type damaging move, its speed is increased by 1 stage.
Who even has it?
I found out of it because of Clamperl. Dang, I forgot about Relicanth.
Yeah, Relicanth's just another Gen 3 single-stage mediocre Pokemon, of which there are many.
I actually do remember being confused when the guy was called Wallace, like, if time had passed a lot.
This game takes place over the course of a decade, but nobody alludes to that at all. I really don't know what I'm gonna do about Kingdra. It can't be put to sleep in one turn, and it might just one-shot me with Ice Beam. So if I have to survive an Ice Beam from this thing and put it to sleep twice. Oh, it's using Double Team. Okay then. Well, I survived. No, okay.
Evasion. Woof. +1 is 133%.
133% chance to dodge?
No, like 100.
Oh, it's a third. Okay, that is pretty significant. What is it at +6?
300. 3 times as likely.
Wait a minute. Now I'm even more confused.
Why?
It's
101.33, 1.66, 2, 2.5, 2.66, 3.
But what does that even mean for a 100% move?
If math is how it works in real life in Pokemon as well, then nothing.
But okay, I shouldn't have asked because I've just confused. I've just confounded myself. All right, I'm going to. I feel like my strategy is just going to be keep doing this fight until I get 2 Silverwind boosts and just one shot. Oh wow, it actually worked. Going pretty well so far.
Do you like Pokemon battling?
Do I like Pokemon battling?
Yeah. Do you like two big beefed up teams going against each other?
Conceptually, yes, and I do really like double battles.
So what's like the best part about it? Is it like the strategy, like the way that like every single decision results in the whole battle changing?
Yeah, if it's 2 people up against each other in a like where both parties have similarly leveled or equally leveled Pokemon,
Yes.
then it's despite this being a baby series, there is a lot of modularity when it comes to how everything in this game plays out. I mean, look at this. The fact that I got a 10% chance 3 out of 4 times. I think I need to use this. Crawdon is part dark, I think. I mean, yeah, the element system alone is very expansive, and everything, like the moves just expand on that, like how many different kinds of moves there are. Multi-hit moves, stuff like Substitute, or Protect, or Detect, or Status moves, or a bunch of crap.
But when you're fighting a CPU, it's a whole different thing, right?
Yeah, fighting a CPU is different because not only is the CPU just stupid, they're also always underneath your level unless you get to like the Elite Four, and then you're usually underleveled. You know, every Pokemon game has like the one ROM hack that puts every single Pokemon in the game, like Omega Fire Red or Fire Red Omega, or like Emerald 365 or whatever the fuck it's called. I tried playing that one for Black and White 2, and I got to the first gym and I was like 5 levels under leveled. And like the gym leader had like, I don't remember how many Pokemon they had, but all the Pokemon were like fully leveled up, or fully evolved, I mean. And I just got fucking, like, I just got the floor wiped with me, so I was like, oh, well, that sucks. I mean, the fact that I just beat that 8th gym leader basically through sheer luck is kind of its own thing.
So yeah, when you're fighting CPs, it's more about just like getting one-hit kills, basically.
Pretty much. They should put more roguelikes in Pokemon. Anyone ever thought about that? Turning it into a roguelike? What a concept, huh?
How has that game not been taken down?
That's a great question. I really don't know. I'm glad it hasn't, because even though I don't like competitive Pokemon, I'm glad that someone was dedicated enough to make a whole free website to completely skipping the most annoying part of Pokemon, which is making a Pokemon actually worth a damn.
If you were just going to recreate the Pokemon battle system and make it exactly the same, so you're just following exactly how it's done, it feels like it'd still be a massive task.
I'm sure it was.
Because there's just so much crap.
And every generation they have to add to it. At what point does the program and coding get too big? Showdown even goes out of its way to, like, not fix glitches and intentionally put them in. I don't know what people call it, but there's a glitch in Gen 1 where if the amount of HP you would heal from a recovery move, like a recover or soft-boiled, if the amount of HP you'd recover is 255, then it fails. And when it fails in Showdown, there's like a paragraph of text explaining, in Pokemon Gen 1, HP moves fail, blah 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 blah. So they painstakingly, faithfully recreate the in-game mechanics. Also, a few recording sessions ago, I said that every gym leader has 8 variations depending on like how many times you rematch them. I was wrong, it's actually 4, but it's still really annoying to trigger them because you have to fight 60 wild battles or 20 trainer battles, and even then, it's only like a 30% chance after every battle post the 60 or 20 fights.
When I was doing Path of Radiance, I was kind of shocked at the voice acting.
You mean how bad it is?
Yeah, it's kind of terrible. Like, actually, it's not like...
Lord of the Forest, he's returned.
Not even like har bad, it's just like... That's just bad.
It is extremely bad, and I'm surprised that the voice acting for Ike in Smash is actually, like, decent, considering it's the same guy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm still legitimately annoyed that they replaced him with the Fire Emblem Heroes voice actor. No shit to him, he is an actual voice actor and does a good job, but...
They did. I thought the 2 Ikes in Ultimate were, like... One of them was the original guy.
No, they're two like slight variations. The 2 Ikes in Japanese have different voice actors for some reason, so in Japan they have different voices, but in English it's just like version A or version B of the same guy. Evergrande City song is surprisingly long for how little you stay out here. Square Enix confirms Foam Stars contain some AI generated art. Fuck is Foam Stars?
Yeah, that's what I want.
What the fuck is wrong with Square Enix? How is this the company that simultaneously makes Strangers of Paradise and Theatrhythm, and then also makes like... Not makes, they publish, like, that recent Platinum game that only lasted, like, 6 months or something, and, like, the Chocobo racing game, like, what the fuck is with this company's publishing quality?
They're the publishers of the Just Cause series, somehow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I think they also published Deus Ex Human Revolution and whatever game came after that. Why does Wally have the regular trainer music?
Is this what... That's a good... Did they not do that until, Are you saying it should be the rival music?
I don't know. I thought he would have some kind of original song.
No.
I thought that you fought him at the end of Victory Road. Did they change that in Emerald, or am I just misremembering?
Looks like you fight him again at the end.
Again?
Well, there's Wally's standing there, and the big red letters that spell out Wally is next to him. So that's all I'm going off of.
Is this a thing for? Is this map you're looking at for Ruby and Sapphire?
It says Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So that's helpful. Ma Isle is 35% and 5% in Victory Road B2. I assume that means it's in like different areas, but it doesn't tell you what the areas are.
Yeah, probably. This thing's gonna. Oh, I'm alive.
This
How am I
website-
alive after so many or after so many dragon dances? Whatever.
This website is so old it has those little emblems for other websites that you can click on.
Go to Keemspot. Oh my god. Fucking Magneton.
Alright, let's look at the Diamond and Pearl walkthrough. I'm bored of this game. This says...
Sucks.
This game stinks, I can already tell. Orberg, what is that, like a ripoff of Brock's gym? Sure.
Imagine Red walking into Orberg in this game. He's like, what is this, a ripoff of Brock? Yeah, okay, whatever, Owen.
Pokemon may hold a single item. If the Pokemon's type matches its move's type, that move is made much. You get different wild Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl if you have the Gen 3 cartridge in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that. Like, since there's 5 GBA games, there's a bunch of different wild Pokemon that can show up depending on what you have. Pretty neat.
Roark or Roark?
I always just said Rourke.
Was he in the anime? Was he an important character?
He's a gym leader, so I'm sure he was.
Well, some gym leaders are more important than others.
It's just like in between episodes, there's like a new episode starts and Ash is like, boy, that sure was a difficult fight against Rourke. But luckily I got the thing.
I got the thing. Just holds up a rock.
He doesn't have the badge.
By the way, I went to Meijer today because I used that card.
Yeah.
Walking out of Meijer is literally like going through the fucking miasma stream.
You mean because of the cold?
Because it's like, what is the dense miasma thing in Crystal Chronicles? What's that area called?
I think it's literally called the miasma stream.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Because like when you're walking out in the exit area, because at the exit there's like this thing that's blasting air, and so it's really loud. It's like you're getting close to like, and then you go through it. It's like, and then you're outside, and it's a completely different climate.
That's funny.
It's exciting.
I have 2 pickup items. This is probably a potion. Ultra.
Whoa.
Cool.
Okay.
2 Ultra Balls.
Does pickup mean like steal?
I think it's literally they're just finding shit on the ground and giving it to you.
Oh, it's not based on who you fight.
No, it's just it's like a 10% chance after every battle they'll pick something up.
Like in Pokemon Showdown, everything is super streamlined, like no animations, and everything's basically instantaneous.
There are actually animations, they're just very truncated.
Well, yeah, they're very... It's like 1 billion times more quick than the normal games is the point.
Yeah.
But if the normal games were like that, like if there's a ROM hack to make it like that, would this be more enjoyable, or would it just be like, make this all feel even more trivial?
Well, I mean, you can turn the animations off. So
yeah, but it's still pretty slow. You know what
okay,
I mean.
RPGs, turn-based RPGs, oh, I didn't heal, need some kind of, like, time wasting. Not a lot of it, but they need something to make the games feel like you're doing anything. Like,
Yeah.
because, like, I felt that the most when I played Bravely Default, and it's like, you can speed the game up 4 times, and you can turn off encounters. So at a certain point, I was like, does this a game even, like, want people to play it? It's like, the developers made this battle system that's cool. It's like the Final Fantasy V job system. They added a new mechanic where it's like you can take multiple turns or guards to save up multiple turns. And, like, that's cool. And then they basically are also simultaneously saying, oh, well, you know, turn-based RPGs are really annoying, so we made one anyway.
Well,
Like what?
what you're saying from a game design standpoint makes sense, but I'm talking about just from like a Poke Master who wants to just do challenge runs like this standpoint.
I mean, if there was like a ROM hack that just got rid of all downtime, it definitely would be nice to have. But also, I think it would be much more soul-sucking.
Wasn't the Pokemon Red and Archipelago kind of like that? Or did it just kind of put it more up to speed to the modern game?
Archipelago didn't do anything to it.
I thought it sped it up in some way.
No. I just turned off the move animations. The Archipelago, I got sick of playing that just because I fucked up and chose an option that, meant I had to fight every trainer because trainers gave items.
Yeah.
Which was a really stupid idea because I forgot how many trainers are in that game.
But in terms of games feeling like they're nothing, that's kind of how I feel when I turn off animations in Disgaea.
Yeah.
Where you press execute and then it's like, okay.
They actually made it way worse in future games because everyone just does the same like punch animation. At least in Disgaea 1, they still do their weapon animation. I don't know why they removed that. I really fucked up getting those 3 Silverwind boosts in a row on the gym because now I'm not getting anything. I think I'm dead. Did you see the thing where Ubisoft executives said that gamers need to start getting used to not owning their games?
I did, and I was like, we fucking did, because when you buy a game on Steam, you don't own it, you own a license.
Yeah.
And that's about all there is to it.
I mean, I'm like, what that guy said is shitty, and it's shitty that the game industry is just like that now. But unfortunately, he was really just saying what we didn't want to hear, even though it's already true.
I guess. That's just how literally all digital ownership ever works.
I think there's also an implication that it applies to physical games as well.
He's probably just saying, like, everybody's just gonna... All these 10-year-olds who have Game Pass right now, that's what they're gonna get used to, and now, in the future, that's what games are gonna be.
Yeah.
It's all services now anyway. Everything's just gonna be in Fortnite, apparently.
There we go.
Okay, so he has a Altaria, Delcatty, Roselia, Magneton, Gardevoir.
Okay, that's manageable.
His Magneton has Tri-Attack.
You probably won't use that because he has Thunderbolts, but he's dead now, so it's fine.
I'm trying to remember what my team was in Ruby. I know it had Gardevoir, Breloom, Swellow. I didn't use my starter because I chose Trico and he sucked.
With how much you like Torchic, I'm surprised you didn't pick him.
Mostly like Torchic because of Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, I thought you just liked him because he was a cute bird.
I started my Ruby game in like fucking who God knows when, like 2014. And then I beat it in 2016, I think. And then it took me even longer to beat Pokemon White. And then I beat Pokemon Red in one day.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Because of the race.
Fucking stop tossing out your Altaria, I'm just gonna put it to sleep. Why does Wally have a bunch of, like, girly Pokemon and then Magneton? I'm not judging, I'm just saying that's a really big outlier. Probably
I like
to switch it out again, yeah. Take this. I predicted you. Dark-type move, bitch. Boom.
Is that gonna kill him?
No, because even boosted, Butterfree's attack stat is not very good.
Wow, you only get $2,700 for beating this guy anyway. You might as well just walk away now.
2,700. Alright. Sweet. I won because Wally is a fucking idiot. Is the AI being smart because Altaria's... Oh, I thought he left. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that he wasn't leaving. Is the AI being smart because Altaria's ability makes it cure from sleep when it gets switched out? But really that just means I keep getting free boosted psychics on every single one of his Pokemon and instant killing them. By being smart, he's actually being incredibly stupid. Hey, Larry. How do you pronounce this? Iron. I always pronounce it Larian, even though that's
Lairon.
not how it's spelled at all.
Lairon. People don't tend to use old Pokemon. I think. Oh,
Ah,
fuck. Right. Down. Gotta push some boulders
Oh
here.
shit, rare candy. I tried to use Strength, and it said can't use this here. In future games, you can preemptively use Strength. I love Maywile's design. I know it's Mawile, but I'm calling it Maywile.
Feels like it should be Mawile.
It's kind of, I mean, it's like Regice, right?
It's all Maywile.
You're just supposed to pronounce a letter twice, even though it's not how it's spelled. What the fuck? Cool trainers can use full restores?
What's the difference between the full restore and the other one? Was it Max Potion?
Full restore cures your status effect as well.
So that's the one that you buy 1 trillion of at the last shop?
Yeah, unless... I mean, I usually buy, like... I'll mostly buy max potions because max potions are actually very noticeably cheaper.
When you fight people over link cable, are you forbidden from using those types of items?
Yeah, you can't use items at all.
So even officially that's not okay?
Yeah. There's like a weird side mode in Black and White, and probably the games after it, where you can like use points to buy certain items mid-battle.
Whoa.
I don't know how it works at all because I've only seen it be done once. I was playing Black and White with Gabe, and he was like losing really badly, so he just like did the item thing. Can you fucking stop? He did the item thing and he used like a potion. Did I just lose? Oh my god.
When I was watching that playthrough of Path of Radiance, they were going through like the stats on some unit.
Yeah.
And they got to the biorhythm thing.
The what?
And there's a status called biorhythm, or like a little graph that shows the character's current biorhythm status.
What?
Basically, like at different points in the battle, they'll get like increased item drop rates and stuff. It's really weird. It's like this like sine wave where.
Can you see like a picture of it?
Yeah.
Because I believe you, but I also like, what the fuck?
So the like yellow thing on it is that's
yeah,
quality image.
The worst game mechanic in the Fire Emblem series. I don't believe that for a fucking second. I remember seeing that and I never knew what the hell it was for.
There's different levels, but apparently all that matters is whether it's above or below the line. It's just binary. This could just be pure conjecture, but I heard that the director of Fire Emblem Engage like apologized for how anime the game was or something.
Real. That wouldn't. No, they would own that shit. Fire Emblem is anime as fuck, and Engage being turbo anime as fuck, they would not apologize for that. That game doesn't happen by accident.
Ah!
Is that Golbat?
Yes.
Just sounds like a
wait,
man.
it's just a freaking boulder with a Dragon Ball face on
it. And 4 arms. Like a Dragon Ball character.
Only Super is canon.
That's why GT Goku shows up in Fighter Z.
Every episode of Super is just about retconning something else. Except for GT, because that's canon also.
Yeah, GT is the one true canon.
Which stands for Grand Prix.
I still don't really know why GT is so hated, or at least it was. Now that Super is out, it's got like that retroactive appreciation, like, whoa, GT was so original, it was so cool.
Google is really fucked up now, huh? I looked up Fire Emblem Engage apology. And one of the things that came up was 2024-2022 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat 0 to 60. Tech news. From Brand Visual School to RU. And then inside the webpage is just like Fire Emblem Engage emulator tutorial.
What?
So is Engage like not liked?
Engage's whole thing is best gameplay in the series, worst story in the series, and it's like by a lot for both. So it's a game of extremes.
You know Teachy TV from Fire Red?
Yeah, it's just like the tutorial thing, right?
Yeah, one of the things it says is try playing with the wireless adapter always connected. So is there some kind of like street pass thing in that game?
Here we go. Hopefully I'll be able to actually do this. This first guy I think is a dark trainer, so at least I can get through it with Silverwind, but after that, I think there's like an ice lady and a fire guy, and that's... neither of those are good for me.
Are all these the same as Ruby?
Yeah, they're all the same guy, except for the champion.
And still nobody has 6 Pokemon.
Yup. The Elite Four members' parties start pretty low level, but I'm pretty sure they get to like the mid-50s by the champion. Just think, I couldn't even touch dark types at the beginning of this challenge. And now there's a whole ass Elite Four member full of them. I think in this fight it's actually more beneficial for me to use a Lepa Berry than the Twisted Spoon, since I can't even use Psychic type attacks on this guy.
He's died in one hit.
No, that's because he's quad weak to Bug. So is this guy. I gotta hope I can take down the last dude with just Thief.
So PP up only gives you 1 PP on a 5 PP move?
Yes. You can use 3 PP ups per move, and they give different amounts. For 5 PP move, it's 1. For 10, it's 2. 15, it's 3, etc.
For professional teams, they just max that shit out.
Yeah, when you're talking about maximum PPs, everyone just says the max. It's not like you can only have like 3 PP between your 4 moves, or 3 PP ups. There's no detriment to just maxing out your PP values, just like there's no disadvantage to maxing out your IVs. Oh, I just realized he's not asleep. I was not looking. Man, I hate Intimidate. That's like the most annoying ability in a solo Pokemon run.
Raise it back up.
That's the plan. Oh, nice crit. Oh, I haven't got the stat up. Man, my Silverwind luck is insane on this recording session. Absol's Pokedex entry says that it's like a natural disaster detector. So it tries to go warn people about natural disasters before they happen, but people just take that as being like, oh shit, it's Absol, we're gonna get a fucking earthquake.
Yeah.
So they don't like it. It's kind of sad. There are 2 dark grass types introduced in Gen 3. Kind of strange. Well, technically 5, I guess, but I'm just going with like 2 evolutionary lines. I'll frame it like that.
Apparently all of the music from Fire Red is in Emerald, but only a couple of them actually play.
Is it like a copy-paste thing, or what? Did they have greater plans for Emerald? Like, hey, you can go to Kanto, just like Gen 2. Yeah, Lepa Berry. Eat shit. Boom.
What is Altering Cave?
Is that an Emerald place?
Yeah.
I know there's an unused thing in Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald where there's like a cave that only has Zubats, but there was supposed to be a thing where you like take your game to a Toys R Us and it like changes what is in that cave, but it was unused for some reason. It might be that. Also, I was originally going to have a stipulation where I have to do the entire Elite Four in one go, but I'm just like, forget it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. These games are gonna be long enough. I need to make this easier on myself somehow. What is with this character's design? She doesn't scream ghost type to me. She looks like another water type.
She's a quack,
Oh.
I guess.
Oh my god, with the protect.
She looks like one of those television mediums
Oh.
that pretends to believe in ghosts because it's profitable.
Dusclops. I always mix up Dusclops and Dusknoir.
Yeah.
Or maybe more specifically, I always forget Dusclops exists.
Yeah. I always forget that Dusknoir evolves from shit.
Oh shit, curse. Wait, say that again?
In Japan, this game sold about 8,000 copies throughout 2010.
That's a surprisingly high amount.
Yeah, why are they still manufacturing it?
I mean, it's Pokemon, so... Can this fucking ghost stop waking up in one turn? What is Dusclop's ability?
Apparently this game has some commented out code where if you put it back in, then when you level up, the whole health bar plate thing like flashes.
I think it did that in Gen 2. Ah, with the Protect. Oh my god, with the Protect. Stop wasting my time.
You're wasting my time.
He only did Protect twice in a row because the AI knew it would work. How does that shit work? He wakes up. What is Dusclops' fucking ability? Does he have the wake up quick ability? Because he seriously only stays asleep for one turn consistently.
He has pressure.
Usually there's a thing, like a text box says like, foe whatever is exerting their pressure. Maybe it has been saying that and I didn't pay attention. Let me see.
It says Emerald, he has pressure. Holy shit, shiny Dusclops is crazy.
Oh my god, stop. He wakes up at one turn every time. Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, he does have pressure. I guess that that text box I'm talking about didn't happen until Gen 4. Okay, I see why she's having Dusclops use Protect, because it's good at wasting PP with pressure. Fuck. If he uses Curse, I'm just fucked. It wouldn't be so bad if it would stay asleep for more than one turn. Like, that's insane. And ghost types don't have like a secret thing, I think, that makes them just naturally wake up sooner. What the hell? Why is it going faster? Did you try to use a priority move? What priority move does Dusclops have? I don't think Sucker Punch exists yet. It's doing it again. Oh no, it's trying to use Protect. Okay, Banette cannot be put to sleep. Now I know this. Shadow Ball is gonna hurt. Ah, shit. That ain't good. Oh my god, she has two Dusclopses. And this Dusclops is staying asleep forever. This is like the opposite, complete opposite end of the spectrum. Come on, kill it. Alright, cool. Didn't use a full restore. Two Dusclops, two Banettes.
Problem.
Got some creative fucking Pokemon there.
Yeah, I don't get when important trainers just have the same shit again and again.
At least Lance in Generation 2, he has 3 Dragonites, but one has Ice Beam, one has Flamethrower, and one has Thunder. So at least they're like kind of different.
Can Dragonite learn freaking anything?
It can learn a lot of moves. Its thing is that typing-wise, it's actually pretty frail. It's quad weak to Ice, but it learns a wide variety of moves and has really good stats on account of it being a pseudo-legendary. Okay. Done with Ghost Lady. I forgot Sableye was a Pokemon, so I was like, oh shit, I just ran out of Thieves. Hopefully I can kill it in enough Silver Winds.
The only thing Psychic is vulnerable to is Dark and Bug.
Yeah. And actually, and Ghost. After Gen 1, also Ghost. It was supposed to be in Gen 1.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm wrong.
This fucking Elite Four is like tailor-made to fuck over Butterfree, because you have Dark to fuck over my Psychic usage. You have the Ghost, where it's like half our Pokemon are immune to being put to sleep, and are only super effectively hit against Dark, which Butterfree doesn't use very well. And then there's the Ice type and the Fire type. Or no, wait, no, the last guy's a Dragon. The Dragon is not specifically to fuck over Butterfree, but everything else feels like it is. There's a Water and Ice Gym Leader, there's an Ice Elite Four, and then there's a Water Champion. The fuck is that? I know that Hoenn has a lot of Water, but it also has a lot of land. That's the whole thing, is that it's land versus water. So, like, why isn't there a ground type anything? There's not a ground type gym leader or Elite Four member.
I thought, well, aren't most champions not type?
Well, actually, let me think about it. Gen 1, it's not. Gen 2, it's Lance, so he uses Dragon. Gen 3, Steven was not.
I thought he was like steel.
He's like steel, rock, and ground, but his team has a lot of variety, so you don't really think about the fact that he's like typed. So I'll give him, he's like a halfway. This champion, Emerald Champion, is water. Gen 4 champion, I don't think is typed. Gen 5 is, I think, fire, but you don't even, like, the champion in Gen 5 is optional. And Gen 6, it's fairy, and I can't remember. I don't care about anything after that.
I don't think I ever fought the champion in white.
Yeah, you need to go out of your way to refight the Elite Four, and the Elite Four is harder.
That doesn't look very good.
Yeah, that zoomed in, the pixels were like all the wrong size.
Reminds
It's
me
like when
of,
you scale up something in Photoshop, sometimes that happens.
yeah, it reminds me of Gen 1 when the back sprites are 2x size and it just looks dumb. Celio is quite lovely.
He looks sad.
Yeah. Well, because it evolves from Spheal, right?
Yeah.
I remember at one time at Subway, way long ago.
That's how you know a story is about to be good, when it starts like that.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not being sarcastic.
I was wearing a Pokemon shirt, and the guy behind the counter was like, "So what's your favorite type?" And I was like, water? He's like, "Really? Water?" I was like, "I don't fucking know. Who has a favorite type?"
He's a gym leader. He's trying to recruit you, motherfucker.
What's your type? Ketchup?
My type is people who don't ask me that kind of question.
Why does he look so sad?
He's been put to sleep and he's getting silver-winded to death. I wouldn't be very happy either, to be fair. Oh shit, hail.
Does he have that ability that makes him heal and hail?
I don't think that's an ability.
Oh yeah? Ice Body? You don't think I know about Ice Body?
I didn't even know about Ice Body. I just assumed that was an ability, because it makes sense.
In Gen 4, it started, so it's not in the...
They got rid of Hail in Gen 9, so I wonder what
Really?
if that ability still exists. Yeah, they replaced it with Snow.
Yeah, it says it's there. Instead, it's you regain HP in snow.
Okay. That makes
But
sense.
Celio does have it.
That's just how bad Hail is, especially in Gen 3. It doesn't have Ice Body, and there's no 100% accurate Blizzard.
What? So they changed it with snow, so it doesn't hurt anymore?
Yeah, it doesn't do damage, but I think it boosts Ice type special defense. It at least boosts Ice type special defense. It might also boost their special attack or their regular defense. It also, and hopefully it still makes Blizzard 100% accurate. I don't know. Come on, I need I need a stat boost. I don't like my chances against this thing.
Ash is dead.
Unrelated, but...
Ash is gone.
He's locked in my basement. Don't ice beam me, no! I don't know if I'll die from this. Ah!
Why does everything look so weird in the anime now?
Oh, yeah, they changed the art style in, like, Gen 7, I think, so... I don't know, I don't like it as much, but everybody else was saying, like, oh, the anime needed a change of art style, it's been stale, and, like, I don't know, maybe that's true, but I don't like it.
It probably should have ended, like, 47 years ago.
The games are such a small part of Pokemon's revenue now that I don't even...
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't end 47 years ago, though, because watching it on Twitch with Twitch chat was brilliant.
Watching everybody PogChamp about Tracy leaving made everything worth it. The regional form shit, I really don't like. I don't like that it's one of two things. Either that Pokemon we stuck in that region forever, or not. And like, if the regional forms can appear in other regions, then what was the point of making them a regional form and not just another evolution? Like, why did we have to wait till for Gen 8 for Zigzagoon to have an entire, like, a third evolution? I don't get it.
Is it all just based around, like, fear of missing out? Like, you
Probably.
establish a trend of things being specific to generations, so you never want to miss a generation.
I never really thought about it that way, but yeah, that's probably part of it. Man, if I had a fucking ice move, I'd kick your ass. Oomph.
I like Zen Headbutt because it's very clearly demonstrative of the fact that they could not come up with a single psychic physical move. I used that psychic bat from Gen 5.
The heart stamp or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
that thing.
I remember its Swoobat. I remember its signature move, but not what it's called.
All I remember is that it's just fragile, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's the replacement Zubat, so it wasn't intended to be great.
But it's psychic.
Psychic ain't shit anymore. Not since they keep buffing the shit out of everything else. Chandelure. That's a great Pokemon.
It's also really fragile.
Yeah. I love the Gen 5 Pokemon. Just like categorically. Almost all of them are great. Reuniclus, Bisharp, Lilligant, Musharna, wherever the hell the rock thing was called. The legendaries are just kind of dragons, but that's okay. It's for how weird the design. Oh yeah, and Klefki's Gen 6, I think. But for how like wacky the other designs are, I think it's fine to have one or two lame ones.
Did you say Garbodor?
Garbodor, actually.
Oops.
Garbodor is one of the best Pokemon. Literally just a pile of garbage. God, not Altaria. If I fucking put this thing to sleep, is he just gonna send it out too? I dare you. Do it. Yep. They
Mystery
just can't
Dungeon.
help themselves.
Gates to Infinity, because it was a Gen 5 game, it basically only had Gen 5 Pokemon. But that also meant that you could only, your choices for you and your partner were among 5 Pokemon.
What was it? It was the starters and what else?
3 starters, Pikachu, and Axew, because you have to have Pikachu, I guess.
Axew, that's interesting, interesting exception.
I picked Axew because I was like, why can you play as Axew?
Well, it's like it's the pseudo legendary for that generation.
Yeah, it's not like you can actually evolve into said pseudo legendary though.
Oh yeah.
In the story mode. In Super, you evolve for story reasons, but then you devolve again after the battle. Because one of the gimmicks is that you basically can go like Super Saiyan, and it just involves you fully evolving and then going back to normal.
That's just Mega Evolution.
Yeah, if you do have a Mega form, you do that, but not everybody does, so they just do their max evolution.
I used up all my Silver Wind luck. I'm not having great chances right now. But that's what I get. Live by the luck, die by the luck. Mega Evolutions were fucking wild sometimes. Wedding Dress Gardevoir and Torn Leggings Lopunny.
The Lopunny one just looks strange to me. Is it supposed to be pants?
It has to be Torn Leggings. It can't be anything else.
I don't like that you're saying torn leggings as though that's like an established thing. Oh, you mean like how jeans are just torn sometimes, like stylishly?
Yeah, kinda. They're Team Charm, right?
Yeah, but I just like that. Well, you also get to play as them in Sky in the one side
Yeah,
mission
the side
story.
stories.
But I like
Oh,
it
so
as an
crit.
acknowledgement as them being like, yeah, there's Pokemon that are just women.
Women.
Except Medicham is probably not as much.
Besides that, if they made her a Delcatty, that'd be too obvious. Pink/purple cat, depending on the game. Stop sending in Altaria. I'm just gonna put it to sleep.
Lopunny is definitely one of the more concerning Pokemon.
Yes. Like, they could not... It was only Gen 4, and already somebody's furry fantasy could not be contained. Should be fine. Okay, it's just Dragon Dancing. That's hopefully fine. Okay, yeah, we're fine.
They have a new Pokemon called Dudunsparce.
Yeah, and sometimes there's a Dunsparce that has an extra body segment. Or, like, an extra one on top of the one it gets when it evolves.
Nice.
That is them leaning into the meme, for sure.
There's a meme about Dunsparce?
It just sucks. Like, Dunsparce just sucks.
Oh.
That's why its evolution is just, it has another segment now. The evolution's probably good, I don't know, because ever since Gen, 5, they've really, really leaned into competitive Pokemon.
But it's called Iron Bundle.
All of the robot and, ancient Pokemon have weird non-Pokemon names that are more adjectives than names.
Why is the robot version of Virizion species Paradox Pokemon?
That's what the robot Pokemon are called. They're called Paradox Pokemon.
This is Daigo's theme. This isn't your music. What was the original champion's name again?
Steven.
Steven, yeah, his name in Japanese was Daigo.
Yeah, they turned the 8th gym leader into the champion for some reason, but then replaced him with another water-type gym leader.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what the hell that's
Steven
about.
is gone.
You can still fight Steven, but as a post-game boss.
So this is just sleep, attack.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
ZZZ.
That's me right now. I'm just fishing for stat boosts. There we go.
Why can't it just say everything? Not 5 text boxes.
Because it doesn't raise your attack and accuracy, so that wouldn't be correct.
But it did raise your attack.
Or my accuracy and evasion, sorry.
Accuracy lowering things are already annoying to begin with.
Yeah, I really hate... Like, a move having less than 100 accuracy is fine, but moves that just introduce even more chance into this chance-based game is like, ugh. Whoa. Blue Otic. Okay, I got 1 stab boost out of those 8 silver wins, but I'm at low health. This probably is not going to work, but I'll do what I can. That does not inspire confidence. Whoa! Dang. Since Wailord is pretty weak, it is a good Pokemon to just farm Silverwind boosts against. Oh, that was a good start.
I don't even... What is Silverwind doing? What does that animation mean?
Well, as for why it's a bug type, I don't know, but it's just kind of like a, attacking with the wind. Kind of like magic shit.
Magic isn't real.
Square brackets, magic. It doesn't really matter what the specifics are, it just... The Pokemon is attacking with the wind. But again, I couldn't tell you why it's a bug-type move specifically. I was actually undershooting how high level the champion would be. I said, mid-50s, but his second Pokemon's already 58. Toxic. Well, that's gonna put a bit of a timer on this fight, ain't it?
Does it get worse and worse?
Yeah, it slowly does more damage the more turns. So it's like it starts at 1/16, then 2/16, then 3/16.
That's bad.
Yes, it is. If only Butterfree could learn any sort of recovery move.
Rest.
Of literally any kind. Well, okay, yeah, fair enough.
But rest sucks, I think.
Rest is good for bulky Pokemon, not for a fucking butterfly.
It's good if you have a sleep berry, I guess.
Well, yeah. Free full heal one time, but then you don't have a, you don't have an actual...
Item.
Yeah, you don't have an item, exactly.
Are you gonna be able to beat the clock here?
I'm not sure.
Which Pokemon is this? What number?
I think this is the fourth one? Oh god. I think I'm fucked. Yeah, I think I just... Because I'm gonna get hit by poison after this turn. Unless I can one-hit kill Whiscash. No, even if I do one-hit kill Whiscash, I'm just dead.
It's not even looking in the same direction with both eyes.
Okay, well... If that proves to be a big problem, I'll put on a Poison Cure Berry.
What is your item right now? Spoon?
Yeah, Spoon, which just increases psychic damage by 10%.
According to Bulbapedia, the Pokemon Sawsbuck, which first of all, it can be also a female, which doesn't make any sense. Unless the female version like gets rid of the antlers. That would be interesting.
I mean, I've always, with the gendered stuff, it's like, I've always thought, if Mr. Mime can be female, then...
Yeah, but so random-ass Pokemon can only be one gender.
Yeah, like, you think there wouldn't be able to be male Gardevoirs after Gallade exists, but...
Sawsbuck, the Saws, S-A-W-S, could stand for summer, autumn, winter, spring.
Oh, that's pretty cool, if that is the case.
Sawsbuck represents January in the Unova horoscope.
There's an Unovan horoscope?
Why am I on this Pokemon's page?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does it even mean? What is the horoscope?
There's probably like a TV thing.
Sawbuck, Capricorn, the goat.
It's a goat? I thought it was a buck, you know.
Yeah,
It's literally in the name.
you'd think. Well, Braviary is the lion,
Okay, so it's not literal.
and Singapore is the water carrier.
Singapore.
Singapore. There was a
Lilligant is the gay.
stream a while ago me and Gavin did where I was like on literally no sleep. So it's just like barely alive. Like he would say something and then 30 seconds of sounds passed and I'd go like, yeah. But there was one part where he was like, I was like, I can't beat this. We were playing Mario 3. I was like, I can't do this, there's no power-ups. And he was like, I think there's a single mushroom at the beginning. And then I was just like, Singapore. And that was the end of that. You died again?
I died again. I think this run, just like all the way through, this run is get the
Luck-based.
Silverwind stat buff or die. Butterfree might have a decent moveset, but its moveset is also extremely linear. It doesn't even get any stat boost, like explicit just stat boosting moves until Gen 5, I think. Where it gets Quiver Dance, which is one of the best stat boosting moves in the game.
I don't even know when we started this, how many sessions there have been. This whole thing is a vortex.
It's been at least 6 recording sessions, maybe 7.
What? Feels like it's been like 3.
One of them was like 30 minutes long. Man, if this Milotic didn't do that Toxic, I would have won for sure. Why the fuck does he know Toxic?
Yeah.
It was a good plan, clearly, because it fucked me over. I don't know if I mentioned this to you or to Naomi when we were recording Yellow, but in Gen 1, Toxic, when you switch out the Pokemon, it turns into regular poison.
It forgets that it was special poison.
Yeah, and poison in Gen 1 sucks because it only does 1/16 damage. In future games it does 1/8. But like I mentioned earlier, Toxic in this game starts at 1/16. I know this guy has grass types, but I'm just gonna... Okay. Ah, fuck.
You're not even gonna try.
I'm just gonna... I'm putting on the poison berry just as like a backup, basically. Because I don't think the 10% damage boost will... I hope it doesn't impact everything. Because I'm basically just farming the stat boosts anyway.
Okay, get this. In Mystery Dungeon, at least Sky and before, poison is at the end of every 20 turns, the Pokemon loses 2 HP. It's terrible if you use it, because you just murder everyone immediately anyway.
Yeah.
But it's inconvenient for you because it doesn't disappear over time, and it prevents you from doing the heal over time.
Really? I thought it was just like... Okay, this is at least from what I remember.
That's what it says.
So, because you've played more Mystery Dungeon than I have. Where it was like, you heal as much poison damage as you take, so you're basically like... HP regen like stops until it
No,
cures.
that's for the weather effects, like sandstorm and hail. You always just heal what you
Oh.
take. Poison prevents natural regeneration.
Okay.
Apparently they changed it in Rescue Team DX so that poison means the Pokemon has a random small chance of losing 40 HP each turn.
Each
which is
turn.
way, way more powerful.
Okay, then.
But also the fact that it's all flat numbers and not fractions is weird.
Yeah, considering that is what poison or damage over time statuses are like.
Yeah.
It is weird. I think Milotic just used Toxic and it missed. I was looking away.
It's Toxic, that move that like literally everyone can learn.
Yeah. The moves that like almost every Pokemon can learn is like Toxic, Protect, Substitute, Rest. There's probably Secret Power and Hidden Power, or one or the other, whichever one's a TM. I didn't want a critical hit. God damn it. Oh, that's fine. It was gonna recover anyway. I wonder if Pokemon will ever... After Gen 3, the game was pretty set in stone with its one held item, IVs, EVs, Natures kind of thing. I wonder if they would ever change that. Like, change how IVs and EVs work. Or it's like, maybe you could hold 2 held items. You can have, like, a major held item and a minor held item. Like a berry. I don't know. Food for thought, I guess.
It'd be like those 3 categories you can equip one to each of those slots.
No, I mean like a berry would be a minor held item, and a major held item would be like leftovers.
Yeah.
Milotic is the embodiment to me of bulky water type. This thing has not hit me a single time, I don't think. Maybe with Surf, but it mostly just is really annoying and doesn't take any damage.
So its defense is super high?
Ugh, at least it's special defense, yeah. Both defenses are probably high, though. I really can't complain about not getting stat buffs from Silverwind because I've been so lucky, but I am slightly annoyed by it. This dude's first Pokemon is a Wailord. At least that's better than Love Disc, but it's not much better. Oh shit, I missed Sleep Powder. It would have been really funny if it's like, in one turn I miss my 97% accurate Sleep Powder, and then I get frozen with a 10% chance from Ice Beam.
How much does Rest heal compared to Recover?
Recover heals 50%, Rest heals 100%.
Oh.
Other healing moves are Soft Boiled, which I think is just Recover, but it has less PP, or more PP, because only like 3 Pokemon can learn it. There's Synthesis, which heals 50% by default, but heals more or less depending on the weather, or whether you're using it in like a cave. There's Moonlight, which is the opposite, I think. So yeah, Rest is just a full heal, you're just asleep for 2 turns.
Oh, does sleep always last 2 turns?
No, Rest Sleep specifically does.
Oh.
Regular sleep is from 0 to like 7 or 5 or somewhere in there. I haven't even seen this guy's last Pokemon.
Yeah. What do you think it is? Is he about to send it out right now?
No,
No.
he's still got a couple. He's gonna see Ludicolo, and then he'll send out Whiscash.
The last one is probably Love Disc.
That would be amazing. It's not gonna be Swampert, because nobody ever uses the starters. It's probably not Pelipper.
Relicanth? Well, it's probably like a final guy. Like,
It could be a lot. It could be Relicanth, or the two Clamperl evolutions, or like a Lantern.
Surskit.
Probably not Surskit.
What does Surskit evolve into?
Masquerain, which isn't even water type.
Oh, is Surskit water type?
Yeah, it's bug water. It's unique typing. But then it just evolves into another bug flying.
Oh.
I don't even know what separates it from Beautifly. They're both just shitty bug flying types. Wait a minute. I have Thief. If I got Toxic by Melodic, I could Thief the Citrus Berry out of it and get a free heal, and it wouldn't heal.
Oh.
Food for thought.
Oh.
Gyarados. Okay, it was just a Gen 1 Pokemon. Interesting.
Oh, good.
Alright, well I basically, at this point, have to...
Wait, what? I can miss?
Yeah, 3% chance of missing. Thankfully, he missed too. So, do-over. Yeah.
So, it can also just wake up instantly there?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
What is Gyarados' special attack? Or special defense?
Okay.
Poor, hopefully?
Like mediocre.
Whatever,
Alright,
you
well,
won
I
the
win.
game.
Yay, I did it. Yippee! Thank you, Pecha Berry.
Holy shit.
Australian Braille Authority. What the hell?
There was like so much Braille credits. One of them was said the National Federation for the Blind or something.
They actually like did their research for the Braille. I'll give it to them.
It's also sneaky because if you see that and you don't know what it's for, you could just be like, oh, it's probably for some accessibility thing at the Pokemon Museum in real life.
You know what's bizarre is that even though this was the first game to have trainer rematches, and you can, like I said, you can refight the gym leaders so that they get stronger Pokemon, the Elite Four is the same no matter what. You'd think that the Elite Four being stronger is like what you would focus on. And to this whole ordeal, I never encountered a shiny. But I've still got several games to go, so...